comprising of Iranian allies, Iraq, Yemen, Hezbollah, Hamas. They are all sponsored by Iran. And Benjamin Netanyahu went to the United Nations and spoke to them, told them what actually they were needed to hear. Under Antonio Guterres, former Portuguese Prime Minister, it seemed that the United Nations has been, bribed by Iran. The major countries that are comprised of axis of evil axis, have been enjoying the support of United Nations organization. To me, it is a very, very big mistake on the side of that platform that was formed in 1945 to take care of the welfare of the world, to master, to man, to be at the helm of security of the entire world. United Nations was formed in 1945. Immediately, the Second World War came to an abrupt end after 6 years. And you can see the roles they are playing today in the world. United Nations is after Europe, countries of Europe. When there is trouble or crisis in Europe, United Nations will race to that particular trouble spot and make sure that peace come to reign there. Look at the former Yugoslavia, Slovenia, when it was troubled most in the 90s, Kosovo, and so on and so forth. The United Nations raced to that spot and they fought tooth and nail to make sure that peace was restored to the former Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, and all the component countries that are made up, the countries of that region. They restored peace. Milosevic was punished under war crime, and everything went to be normal in that region. Today, United Nations under Guterres, Antonio, is singing a different tune entirely. If there are trouble in Africa, United Nations under the Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, will turn their back on Africa. They are not taking care of the countries of this region, but all they do is that they turn their back on African countries to all citizens to be annihilated first, died or demised first, before United Nations could pay attention to any trouble that is going on the continent of Africa. Today we'll see actually that no country in Africa is united or tied to the United Nations. It is a lie. If Nigeria is united with United Nations, Biafra is not supposed to be going through what they are going. Igbo man shouldn't have been incessantly annihilated, demised by Nigerian military clique, who have been, subjecting the Igbo land to military onslaught for over 4 years now, bombarding all regions in Igbo land, annihilating, demising, and disaliving Imo youths, Anambra youths, Abia youths, Ebonyi youths, and Enugu youths. It started since 2017. United Nations has not been able to make it an object of discussion, a topicality on the world stage, to at least discuss on that, a way forward, to see that Igbo man can never lose the large population of people, up to 4 million, they lost in 1967.
But they pushed Nigeria out recently in the just concluded voting of United Nations Human Rights Council. Nigeria was dumb. Was it a signal of what you're saying?
Rubbish countries were 10 in number. Nigeria was number 2. Yes, I think number 2, not number 1. Human rights rubbish countries. Countries where human rights is not regarded. Countries where if you criticize government, they will arrest you, or they will send their marksmen, the hit military men, to shoot you, and actually they are going to demise you. Nigeria is one of those countries now as I'm talking to you. They pursue Nigeria out of the human rights countries of the world by United Nations Council of Human Rights.
But they blame the IPOB for that.
No, IPOB is not the problem. They shouldn't blame IPOB. IPOB was one of the major problems that they blame Nigeria as a country, because Nigeria is getting it wrong, killing IPOB members. Are they not agitating for their rights? Someone that could have orchestrated United Nations blaming IPOB is Arewa Abikadabiri, Shettima, Kachima. Bayo Ononuga, Minister of External Affairs, we know them. They are the roles they are playing to make sure that they bring Biafra down. Because of IPOB, IPOB are local, Igbo locals in their region, agitating for self-determination. They have not violated any part of Nigerian constitution. Why must they do that because of IPOB? No, it isn't. They are doing that because of lack of press freedom. The press are not free in Nigeria. They are doing like that because of lack of individual rights. They cannot allow Nigerians to exercise their civility. No Nigerian could come out to the world stage and talk against Nigerian government, irrespective of all the difficult, dangerous, excruciating policies going on in this present and past regime of Buhari and Tinubu, respectively. It was not because of Biafra that they chased away Nigeria out of United Nations Summit at New York. It was due to marginalization, annihilation, exploitation, oppression of the IPOB members in the southeastern Nigeria. That's why they could not allow Nigeria a chance to speak during that United Nations session. You can't tell me that it is because of IPOB are helpless people. Civilians in Igbo land. The same Kwacho called people 58 years ago from 1967 to 1970. They were the ones that were suffering from Kwachoko during the war. How could you just turn it like that? No. They are IPOB because of IPOB. Killings. Various petitions have been written, submitted to the Secretary General of United Nations Organization. But anytime that document or petition comes on the table of Antonio Guterres, Aisha Mohammed, the permanent secretary to Antonio Guterres, always what? Remove the document, submit another document before Guterres against IPOB. If the narrative was in favor of IPOB, Aisha Mohammed, the permanent secretary, will submit another narrative or petition that will favor Nigeria instead of IPOB. Pope Uzodinma was one of them. Charles Soludo was one of them. All the governors of the southeastern states, except Alex Otti. Alex Otti was not among them. The governors are the ones that are pushing hard for United Nations to say that IPOB are the one violating human rights in Nigeria. It is an abomination. And anybody that is involved on this kind of accusation, dangerous accusation against Igbo man, God will ask him question. His children, his wife, his mother, and all his blood relatives. Because Igbo man has been over the years disallowed in the southeastern Nigeria, all in the name of rubbish, all manners of insensitive approach.
They not say
against the agitation.
They not say they are
sovereignty of Biafra.
They not say they are. The not should prepare. I think a sheikh, a cleric.
A sheikh, no, a professor, Professor
okay,
Jalaga.
Okay.
He said that the North should embrace it up that Nigeria is about to disintegrate. He said they have known it, that they should prepare themselves. A professor, Jalago, yeah, for separation. That Nigeria is due for disintegration. It is not an abomination. The marriage agreement, as a matter of fact, has expired. Henceforth, it started in 2014, 10 years ago, when Nigeria was 100 years, amalgamation of North and Southern Nigeria. The marriage, the agreement, the alimony, bride price, it has expired. It's a divorce between the two countries, and I'm telling you, Biafra must be free.
Is Igbo back now? Igbo is back. We saw what happened in London, where Igbo went and presented the document. And you look at those documents, they are talking about indigenous people. Are they imitating IPOB? I don't understand.
Indigenous people of Yoruba, they are trying to emulate IPOB. IPOB is the reason why we will not be hearing from the Southwesterners who were, doing their best to agitate for indigenous people of Southwest. They are very, very ashamed. It's just like you spitting out severally at someone that has not done you anything, an innocent man.
And you come back.
You spat on his face. You go back. You went back. You spat on his face again. you went back. The third time you have come to leave your statue. Do you know why? To say sorry. Yoruba just last week apologized to the Igbos that actually they betrayed them during the Civil War. That is what you have seen that played out in London. They have turned their name now to indigenous people of Southwest, Yoruba land. You see it? You see it? None of them could actually give their, approval, satisfaction to the Biafra agitation. They always grow green eyes with jealousy, turning their back on Biafra agitators like Simon Ekpa, like Nnamdi Kanu, and the other key actors in this self-determination transaction going on across the globe by the Igbos in diaspora. But this time around, they are taking it upon themselves by visiting number 10 Downing Street, the residence of the British Prime Minister. They went there to register their own document of agitation. Must you do it that way? To prove that you are radicals. You can start doing it anywhere, anytime. That is what makes you a warrior, a man that has been determined to go far on this agitation transaction. See, let me tell you, I don't see them going far. I'm not wishing them bad, but I don't see them going far. Why? Because they cannot be stable as Igbo man. When you hold me in my sleep, if I wake up, I will tell you much about Biafra. I won't tell you. Wait, oh, I am sleeping. I have been sleeping since morning. I won't have my strength. I could not gather my reasons together to come out with good explanations and narratives bordering on Biafra that emancipated 57 years ago. I will tell you much about the past Biafra. I will still tell you the more 100% about the present Biafran nation. That is what it takes for a man to be busy.
According to Simon Ekpa, is that business. Unknown to Nigerians and Nigerian politicians, embassies are relocating. So, I ask you a question: why is it that the UK embassy is targeting the Eastern Nigeria? Why is it that embassies, confirmed by Simon Ekpa, the man in Finland? Is it in preparation? Are these people having a kind of information more than is Biafra very close to reality?
Let me tell you, if you ask me, I'm not going that side with my explanation. I'm seeing it from another perspective, a situation whereby British embassy is locating to Igbo land and put all manner of British facilities there so that they will target. Britain is having their protective interest in the southeastern Nigeria. Nobody should throw bomb or nobody should come closer there. They will have that and take it as an excuse. I have their base at that particular place, British base, military base. I am not happy with that kind of narrative. It is a very, very deceptive craft, scheming from the Britain, UK, to interfere on Biafra emancipation, thereby trying to forestall it. I don't support it. There are many places, vast lands in Southwest, Mid-Belt, where the British High Commission or Embassy is supposed to at least relocate their facilities, if not okayed by what they have in Victoria Island and Abuja. Coming down to southeastern Nigeria is a deceptive measure. They want to use that as an excuse to tell us that they have British interest in the southeastern Nigeria. We want to be left alone this time around. Britain has gone long way to make sure that they disallow the race called Igbo. But today they try all they could in the past, but they could not succeed on demising the race called Igbo. We are growing fast. We are growing large. We are expanding both near and the far. And there's nothing, even nothing, the British could do about it. We don't need them. We don't need the embassy in the southeast.
Thank you. Is the government targeting Onyema peace? What is actually the issue with Onyema and this Tinubu-led administration?
The issue with Onyema is that Onyema tried, his best 4 years ago when there was xenophobic attacks on Nigerians living in Southern Africa. Onyema was the only person, not even in government, among the political juggernauts in Nigeria or even the Nigerian billionaires that actually did his best to make sure that he helped Nigerians living in Southern Africa 4 years ago by airlifting over 2,000 Nigerians that were subjected to xenophobic attack in Johannesburg into Nigeria free of charge. He took the whole expenses upon himself. Yet, Nigerian government, federal government under Buhari could not celebrate Onyema. All they have done now is they have clinged on that as an excuse to accuse Onyema of 419 or fraudulent activities in the USA. They accused him then, and today, America exonerated him then. They said he didn't do it. But today, I don't know how it comes about this present accusation of money laundering. I ask myself, maybe Onyema has involved himself with some selfish politicians in Nigeria to launder money for them. I don't know. But I'm telling you that, come what may, United States of America is a joke, a system whereby I know that most of the Panthers, people that attended that wonderful school in America, are subjected to this kind of human degradation, human exploitation. America is bent on bringing down the Black Panthers. And you see, a black billionaire, Onyema Allen from Ihiala, is facing the same thing that Robert Kelly, Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson,
Mark Tyson,
Cassius Clay, Tupac Shakur, and many great American Panthers, they are all black, are facing today. I think Allen Onyema has joined that line, and I think America is joking. Why? Onyema is a businessman. He did not launder any money. America, you should turn to God. You should turn to righteousness. Become a candle light on the mountaintop as you were before. Become a righteous country. Leave Allen Onyema alone. He is innocent.
Thank you.